just start. Even if it's just with eggs, just start cooking, start working out, start carrying. Just start. Okay, so J.R. Hodge asks, just curious, do you run concealed carry with a round in the chamber? Yes, I do. I've been doing it forever. Again, I was talking about it earlier where I started with my first gun that I ever bought. I mean, I would shoot my friends' guns and all that, but my first gun that I ever bought was a Kimber 3-inch ultra carry. And for the first couple of weeks, I wasn't running around in the chamber. I wasn't. And it took a friend of mine to tell me, dude, what are you doing? You got to run around in the chamber. And I'm like, dude, that's scary. Like, no, you need to stop being afraid, man. Let's go out to the range. And so going out there, popping rounds and just getting comfortable with it. I just started running around in the chamber about maybe a month later. I also talked about how I would throw around in the chamber and then just release the hammer, which is dumb. And I did that for a couple of days. I'm like, what am I doing? That's wrong. That's just so wrong. Cocked and locked, ready to rock, man. I run around in the chamber on any gun that I run. Usually it's my Glock 19 and my Glock 43. And it's the only way to go. For me, I'm comfortable enough. At the end, in the beginning when you're starting, you may not be comfortable enough to run around the chamber. I get that. Don't worry about it. Don't. But start carrying, man. Because all it takes is just, to rack your gun and you're ready to rock. Now, seconds are valuable. Yes, I get that. I understand that. Getting back to social media and what people say, yes. Are you better off drawing your gun in under a second than you are in 2 seconds? Of course. But that shouldn't be the measuring stick of why you shouldn't or you should conceal carry. You should conceal carry even if it takes you 3 seconds to get your gun out of your purse. You should conceal carry, man. Because not all instances are, I'm waiting for him to look away. Okay, he looked away. Boom, man, you take him. Not all instances are like that. A lot of times you see the bad guy coming. A lot of times you're walking down a dark alley or you're walking to your car, you see somebody coming through. You have time. You have time to get your gun and rack around in the chamber. Do you want to do that? No, of course not, because you're right. You may not have that time, but at least you're carrying, man. Do whatever works best for you. At the end of the day, start concealed carrying. You're going to get to a point where you're going to be running. And I'm not saying that's who you are, JR. Maybe you do run around in the chamber. Maybe you're just curious and you're inquisitive and asking if I do. But you're going to get to a point where you're going to be okay. And you're going to be running around in the chamber. And you get to a point where you're going to be running around in the chamber and, and maybe a backup gun on your ankle. I don't know. I mean, I don't. But guys, it starts somewhere. Just start. It's kind of like working out. Like, well, I don't have a gym. Start, man. Start when I started, it was next to my bed, 6x3 space, doing push-ups and sit-ups. Just a prison workout, man. Start. Just start. Well, I'm not a good cook, man, so I'm not going to cook until I know how to cook like Wolfgang. Just start. Even if it's just with eggs, just start cooking, start working out, start carrying. Just start. Well, I have an old revolver. As long as it's safe, start. Like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say, man. There's so many people it feels like so many people are watching, like, oh, you're doing it wrong. And there's so many voices out there. No. And it turns into this noise that keeps people in fear of starting to conceal carry. Block out that noise, man. Only you know when you're ready. Again, training is important, yes. Carrying around in the chamber is important, yes. Drawing your gun in an allotted time is important, yes. Those things are super important, man. But that shouldn't be the measuring stick from keeping you from conceal carrying and not conceal carrying. I hope I drive that home. And again, look, at the end, it's my opinion. But man, try to argue with that.